Get yourself into this time. Open up!
What's the password?
Wait, redo it. Hold on, I can do the sound effect.
What's the password?
Banana Wackies. Thank God, I thought I was going to see Big Chungus.
Did you bring her?
Yeah. There she is.
She's beautiful.
I know. She's a beautiful stapler. But I can't anymore. I can't do this anymore. Her constant nagging is killing me. It's killing me.
Hey, I get it. Hey. Calm down, Daddy-O. I do this for a living.
I get a divorce.
You think you're the first?
But the life insurance is too great. You need to make it look like an accident, but I want you to make her suffer.
Oh, I got that. Don't worry. I got it set up over here. First, we strip her. And we tie her up. We lay her down right there. Here's the best part.
What?
We put a row of staples in front of her. She'll never be able to fulfill her purpose. She'll want to. Oh, she'll want to. But she'll never be able to.
That's great. She always told me how much she liked being a stapler.
Yeah. Bet she did, that dirty girl.
Wait, she's coming too. She's coming too.
Wait, hey, dude. Dude, you're gonna dent the metal. You want that to look like an accident, you do it my way. Okay? We're gonna destroy her mind first.
I saw you looking at the freaking blender!
Hey, give her a break, man. She'll be dead soon enough. Come on, let her go easy
Don't
after
harsh-
I torture her.
Don't harsh the vibe.
Don't harsh the vibe, Daddy-O. Listen, so that's how we're gonna take her out that way. I got some methods I want to go through with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it like a catalog or something?
Yeah, on Wikipedia.
Okay. So we're looking for what is the best way to torture my my soon-to-be dead wife, the staple.
Yeah, but let's broaden it. Let's just say best way, Okay, here's what I want you to do.
Okay.
In fact, get out a piece of paper.
You got it. Let me just...
Don't worry about your wife anymore. This is just a mental exercise, okay?
Yeah, there was no... Just a spoiler alert.
Here's your lubricant.
Thank God.
Thank goodness.
Just for the record...
I hate friction.
Just for the record, I'm not married to a stapler. That was called what we call a gag, a bit, a goof, to connect the last episode to this episode.
Well, yeah.
But we will kill
But
the
he
stapler.
used to be, though.
I used to...
He used to be.
The actor who's playing my ex-wife is not my ex-wife. She's paid to act like that. Anyway.
Right.
But she is a stapler.
She is a stapler.
She is a stapler.
We did buy her.
Man, is she hot.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow.
People listening being like, man, I'll give you an hour's really gone off the rails.
A little
But then
bit.
they realize we've never been on the rails.
Yeah.
We've always been off them.
Yeah, well, you really lose your sense of purpose after like 60 episodes. So, okay, you got your paper. You're going to need probably unfold it.
No, unfold it.
Yeah. You set it right there. No, don't. You're going to need to write on it.
I'm unfolding it.
You're ripping it.
I'm not ripping it. There's no rips.
Okay. We need it. Hey, gummit, Garrett.
I'm just trying to unfold it. I did like a 16.
I paid for this print of paper!
You didn't? That's mine.
I helped it.
The one is over there.
Oh,
This is mine.
okay. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Do you got anywhere to be, by the way? You got anywhere to be, by the way?
Oh, yeah. My wife is actually not really okay with the opening skit, so she did say I need to talk to our attorney soon. But yeah, she just texted me. She's pretty upset.
Okay, that's...
She said it was very tasteless.
You want to kill that hoe?
Man, I just want to draw a quarter. I mean,
I'm free.
no. An hour. I have an hour. Okay, let's get the.
Right, you know what? You're right. Not good to make a decision.
Yeah.
Under duress,
Yeah.
emotionally.
Yeah.
We'll wait until we cool down to decide to kill her.
Okay. That's why I like you. You're an assassin with a brain and a heart.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, this is how I figure we'll do this. I'm just going to go through different methods of torture.
Okay.
I want you to write down the methods as we go, just the name of them, and at the end, we can decide.
What's the best way to kill my wife?
Well, we'll rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the worst way to die. 1 being, I wish I died like that. And we'll just rate them as we go.
You got it.
And at the end, whatever we rated as the worst way to die, we'll kill her that way.
I think that's fair.
The stapler, might I remind.
It is a stapler.
His wife.
And I fucking hate her.
Yeah, oh my god.
I think I'm cursing too much on this show. Let me fix that. Man, I want to...
Man, I freaking hate her.
Man,
I want to kill my wife.
Man, I want to stab my wife in the throat 1,000 times.
Man, this is incriminating.
Man, if I actually did that, you know how many YouTube videos would be made on that? And then the podcast YouTuber, I'll give you an hour, said.
You'd be the next Elliot Rogers. The consummate gentleman.
Oh man, I am not. I want to kill my stapler
Keep
wife.
all this in, by the way.
I want to kill my stapler wife.
Okay, anyway, so we're going to go through
Yeah.
all the methods,
Yeah.
okay, on Wikipedia. Mm-hmm. You're going to write down the names of them as we go. We'll rate them 1 to 10. 10 being, I really hope I don't die that way. 1 being, man, I hope I die that way. And at the end, the worst one, that's how we'll kill your wife, Elliot Roger.
That is convenient and very helpful. Thank you.
You know, me calling you that doesn't even make sense without the context of the thing. It was because that's why I said it was incriminating. I said it was incriminating.
Yeah.
And we have a podcast. He made YouTube videos. Okay, so.
Anyway, I want to kill my wife. Tell me how, Trent.
Okay. Do you want to go through psychological torture methods or physical torture methods first?
You know what? Let's mix it up. Physical.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. It's acid attack. It's
what?
It's in alphabetical order.
Okay.
So acid attack is the first one.
Seems a little bit barbaric. Acid attack.
That's rough.
The name is so simple.
Yeah, she looks rough. Didn't know it would show pictures.
What the freak?
What am I on?
What?
This isn't Wikipedia. This is WikiLeaks.
Oh my jeez.
What the freak?
Oh my god. When you said things of like torture, right? I was thinking medieval torture.
No. Some of these are modern.
That's a modern day picture of a woman who just got ruined with acid on Wikipedia.
Hell the facts.
I can think of a few.
I can think of a few.
Jesus Christ, Wikipedia. Why did you... Listen, you can just describe an acid attack. You don't have to show a woman getting maimed on there. You freaks.
Is also called acid throwing. Vitriol attack or vitriolage is a form of violent assault involving the act of throwing acid or a similarly corrosive substance onto the body of another with the intention to disfigure, maim, torture, or kill.
I don't like it.
Perpetrators of these attacks throw corrosive liquids at their victims, usually at their faces, burning them and damaging skin tissue, often exposing and sometimes dissolving the bones.
Oh, God!
Acid attacks can lead to permanent, partial, or complete blindness.
I don't like it.
So she got out pretty okay, actually, because she still looks like a person.
Oh, God. I'm. That's a visceral reaction. It's such an awful way to go.
Yeah, that's rough.
So are we doing this 1 to 10, like best way to die being 10 or worst way to die being 10?
Worst way to die being 10.
Okay.
Best way to die being a 1.
Oh my.
So basically the most painful, it's a pain scale.
Okay. So
this one seems decently bad, but how fast does it, get through you?
I think pretty fast. It's acid.
Well, most used types are sulfuric and nitric acid. Hydrochloric acid is sometimes used, but is much less damaging. Aqueous solutions of strongly alkaline materials, such as caustic soda or ammonia, are used as well, particularly in areas where strong acids are controlled substances.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm not a fan. It's one of the things
not great.
With torture, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think of, like, the Iron Maiden. I think of...
We'll get there.
One was the horse or something. Like, medieval torture...
We'll get there.
It's almost like a beauty in the pain in a way. Like
that's really, weird that you'd say that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like there was like an art to it. I hate to sound like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, they
here,
were
but, like, that
yeah.
is so.
I mean, they were public.
uncivilized.
They were public things.
Yeah.
To, like scare the populace or discourage, criminals.
Like if
So that would
we're
make sense.
finding a way to torture, if the sole purpose of this episode is the perfect way to torture somebody.
Yeah.
Like that's like Silence of the Lambs, like freaking Hannibal Lecter would look down on that, being like, that is so gross and barbaric. No thought behind it. Just I got some acid. I just go into a crowded place and go,
Blah.
and now you're in the hospital or you just died instantly. So
Yeah.
I think there are better ways to die, and I think there are better ways of torture because that's just so lame. Almost.
Yeah, it is pretty lame, and it seems like it'd probably burn through you pretty quick. I don't think, I think this one's probably middle of the road.
But I still think the damage would be very severe.
Well, yeah. We are assuming for all these that the person does die. Or are we assuming that you can get out alive?
Sometimes you can get out alive, and if that's the case...
I think we should assume that they died, though.
Well, I think that goes... I think that's a personal rating score. If they're not going to die from this, then I think that might knock it down. I'm going to go with a solid 6. What are you doing, Trent?
I'm down for a 6.
Okay, we agree.
Because, a bullet to the head is a lot more pleasant than this.
Yeah, yeah. I would rather die from a bullet straight up than acid attack.
All right, next one is called Bastinado.
Bastinado? What? What is this?
This way different direction.
Am I going to need to vomit after this?
No, you're not. Foot whipping. Falanga/falaka or bastinado is a method of inflicting pain and humiliation by administering a beating on the soles of a person's bare feet.
Listen, I thought this was torture. This is BDSM, and that's a completely different episode.
Unlike most types of flogging, it is meant more to be painful than to cause actual injury to the victim. Blows are generally delivered with a light rod, knotted cord, or lash. I don't like where this is going.
There's no way this is going to be that bad.
I think it would probably hurt pretty bad.
I don't think so at all.
I'll do it to you, but I'm not taking my shoes off.
I'm not taking my sock off. You always wear protection.
That's right. You're
Okay.
a responsible man.
This is going to be a 1 for sure. Nothing.
Nothing?
But then I am still wearing a sock.
Try again.
Okay, that one's starting to hurt.
Okay, take your sock off. We gotta try.
Okay, fine.
I'm not getting off on this. Oh. I'm sorry. Sorry, it was involuntary. Are you ready?
Okay. Okay, that does hurt. Ah, okay. Okay, it does suck.
Okay, it sucks.
But
the fact that you can take like 4 of them and still be like, yeah, okay.
yeah, it took me a while
Tells
to
me
get
it's
there.
not that bad.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with a 1 on this one. The image is porn.
No, it's not. It's just feet. You sicko.
That's a 1 to me. Trent? Actually, it is starting to really hurt now.
Oh, is it? That's good.
Wow.
That's good. Hey,
Ow.
we can put it up. Well, and I imagine
It's still a
if your feet are welted and bruised and stuff, walking sucks. So you're crawling everywhere for the next while,
Yeah.
like Toph when she got her
Wow,
feet burned.
the residual pain afterwards.
It
Ow.
still hurts.
Ow.
There's a lot of nerves in your feet.
Ow! It's like the inner part.
Sorry, it hurts so
The
bad.
inner meat. Like it didn't hurt at all until I put it down.
Oh, this is
like,
amazing.
Ow.
We might need to raise this.
I can't raise it more than a 1.
Okay, maybe let's make another category over here for non-lethal torture.
No. I think it should be the same.
Okay. Okay, so
If I
okay,
di- I won't-
we are not assuming these all kill. We are just assuming how unpleasant would it be to go through this, whether you
Yes.
die or not.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm putting a 1. What do you think?
I don't think it'll be pleasant.
It's not pleasant. I'm still feeling it. You
What is a 1?
1 is like you
A slap to the face?
you will be able to live the rest of your life just fine.
Oh, well, that is true.
Yeah.
But I don't think let's not just look at disfigurement and stuff. Once again, it's how unpleasant of an experience is it?
I mean, it was unpleasant,
mean?
but like, it's as unpleasant as just like, if I had the opportunity to get off a shift of my work, like the entire shift, just to do like 45 minutes of that, I'd do that.
Really?
Yeah.
You might regret that.
It would suck.
Like I said, I think it's going to residually hurt for maybe a week or more.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to walk normal.
But I'd be like, hey, I got the rest of my day after this.
I'll still give it a 2.
Okay. And that's just from him seeing how I reacted to it.
Yeah, and that's just because, like I said, it is a part of your body that you kind of have to use.
Yeah.
For the most part, I guess you could be in a wheelchair or something, but it is a well-used part of the body.
People who are numb from the waist down are just laughing.
Like, for example, I'd much rather play Bloody Knuckles or something than, have my feet destroyed.
Ugh.
Okay, well, that really... blinding with light.
Okay, that would suck.
That's a spear. That's not light.
Blinding by light.
Blinding is a type of physical punishment. All right, this is condescending. How dare they try to explain to me what blinding is?
Mr. One-Eye.
Yeah. Yeah, call me crazy. That doesn't look like a light.
That does look like a spear.
It does look like a
spear.
spear.
Is filled with light.
Oh, I see.
Like a flashlight.
In the Byzantine Empire and many other historical societies, blinding was accomplished by gouging out the eyes, sometimes using a hot poker, or by pouring a boiling substance such as vinegar on them.
No!
What?
That's such
boiling vinegar?
That's such an old way of torturing people. Like, water's not enough. Vinegar.
That sounds pretty awful, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Not only are you blind, but you smell like vinegar. Insult to injury.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
You're like, oh no.
Being blind I can deal with, but what am I, a freaking pickle?
Don't eat me.
Don't eat me.
I can't see. Don't eat me.
I think this one's fairly high. I'll give it...
yeah, that would suck.
I'll give it a 6.
I hate that.
Because the acid attack, I think I would prefer to have, like, disfigurement than to be blind.
That's true, but the acid attack might go through your freaking skull and kill you.
That's why I'm saying blinding I'll also put at a you know what, you're right. If I know, you're not going to die from it, I'll put it at a 5.
The boiling with vinegar, this is strictly blinding by boiling vinegar, I would tie it with 6. But
guess what's next?
What blinding by vinegar?
Boiling.
Boiling. Alive?
Yep.
Probably.
Oh, that's no. Death by boiling is a method of execution in which a person is killed by being immersed in a boiling liquid. Really? While not as common as other methods of execution, boiling to death has been practiced in many parts of Europe and Asia, those sick freaks.
Usually boiled with carrots and celery.
And eaten afterward.
And onions.
Due to the lengthy process, death by boiling is an extremely painful method of execution.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
You become soup.
Executions of this type were often carried out using a large vessel such as a cauldron or a sealed kettle filled with a liquid such as water, oil, tar, or tallow, and a hook and pulley system.
That's not necessary.
Here's the thing, though. You die pretty fast in boiling liquid. So they say it's a lengthy process, but from what I've... Like, people that fell in...
I would hate that, though.
People have fallen into, like, the Yellowstone rivers.
Yeah.
That are, like, really hot because of geothermal activity. Yeah. Maybe they're hotter than boiling, I guess. Maybe they're significantly hotter than boiling, but they died. Like, they fell in and got out immediately, and they still died. So they were in there for 6 seconds, and they died.
Oh, my God, I hate that.
So they immediately climb out, and then they just die on the shore. So maybe that's significantly... Maybe that's significantly hotter, but if it's just like...
this episode, Trenton. I don't like it.
I mean, you just imagine how much it hurts when boiling water lands on you or something. It hurts. Even if you just dip your hand in something boiling, it's hot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think it would be...
lowered into a giant cauldron, though.
I almost think you would die maybe quicker than burning.
No, I don't think so.
Because the water, it completely covers you from head to toe.
Sometimes.
I mean, assume you get dunked in it. Maybe if they dunk you and then bring you back out really quick and then dunk you. Oh, freak. That sucks.
That would be bad.
That would be bad.
I would my bad.
Well, the thing about burning too is eventually you can't feel it anymore because it's burnt through your nerve endings.
Oh man, what? Imagine the sudden relief out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, mentally, I think you're still feeling the pain.
That's not bad. That's bad.
That's bad. This one's pretty bad.
Okay, listen. If you were being
I'm going to put it at a 7 at least.
If you were being boiled alive, right? Would you be insulted if they did not eat you in a stew?
No.
Why?
You would?
Yeah. You put
That's a waste of meat. I worked hard on that.
You put me in a cauldron till the meat fall off the bone. You better season it. Put some carrots in there.
Gross.
Season it up. Eat it.
Gross.
What? That's me.
I don't believe in eating humans.
It's the last art I will ever make.
Yeah, well. Yeah, it tastes like a freaking crystal slider. So thanks for that.
You try to eat it. It's like it's just greasy. It's
Yeah.
so fatty.
Yeah. Golly, it's like a freaking. It's like eating a candle.
I don't like boiling.
It's a compliment.
I'm putting boiling at fucking 8. I don't want
I think I'll also. I'll go 8 as well because we have to take into account they can lift you out and put you back in.
Yeah.
So they could really make it last.
You know, this
Hey,
is basically a
it sounds
topic
pretty
of a
bad.
very weird Good Mythical Morning episode in the wait.
Yeah, you're right.
Whipping by feet. Blinding by light. Boiling alive. Come on, Link. Come on, Link. Rate it.
Burying alive.
Oh, God.
Premature burial, also known as live burial, burial alive, or vivisepulture. Never heard that called that, but means to be buried while still alive. Animals or humans may be buried alive accidentally on the mistaken assumption that they're dead, or intentionally as a form of torture, murder, or execution. It may also occur with the consent of the victim as a part of a stunt with the intention to escape.
Yeah, like, Chris Angel did that once.
Fear of being buried alive is reported to be among the most common phobias.
Which makes no sense. Like, as a species, we've kind of made it so that's almost impossible to do. Unless we choose to do it to each other.
Unless you get put down there. I think the reason it freaks people out is because of the inevitability. It's like you can't really get out. You're just trapped down there, and it is a long process.
Like, it is a thing that would be very, very bad to be put in.
It's a claustrophobic area, too, and a lot of people are claustrophobic.
Yeah, I would hate it. It would be one of the worst feelings ever to be trapped in there, knowing there's no way out and you're going to die.
Here's the thing about like getting attacked by a shark, for example. If a shark gets you around the freaking waist and starts thrashing you around, there's a lot of adrenaline involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're fighting for your life. You don't have that much time to be scared. Buried alive, you have all the time to be scared in the world.
Yeah. It's basically It's basically you in Oblivion until Oblivion wins.
It's very slow, but you know you're going to die.
Yeah.
Premature burial can lead to death through the following: asphyxiation, dehydration, starvation, or, in cold climates, hypothermia. A person trapped with fresh air to breathe can last a considerable time, and burial has been used as a very cruel method of execution, as in cases of Vestal virgins who violated the oath of celibacy.
What? That's way severe.
Dang, son.
You had marriage out of wedlock. Time to put you in the ground for 48 hours until you're nothing but a corpse.
Oh, I see.
What?
In ancient Rome, the Vestal virgins, or Vestals, were priestesses of Vesta, virgin goddess of Rome's sacred hearth and its flame. So basically, when they become a priestess, they vow to be virgins. So they broke their sacred oath.
And
so I kind of get it.
What?
Well, they chose. They chose.
You know what? They could have been fired. They could have been demoted.
Nah, man. Listen. They
arrested.
I mean, I don't believe in Vesta.
There's not a single person alive who deserves any person on this earth or ever have been earthed deserves to be buried alive. Not a single person deserves that.
Not Hitler, huh?
Hitler should be shot. I don't think Hitler should be buried alive.
Really?
I think that goes against all human nature to be able to put that into somebody.
And I agree.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. I was trying to intimidate him because everybody always says that. They're like, oh, you don't believe Hitler deserved to be drawn in quarter? I was like, well, not necessarily. That's pretty bad. Kill him.
Kill him.
Shoot him. Take him out.
Yeah, you don't need, no human alive should be going through buried alive torture.
Yeah, that's real bad.
It's so bad, and I think solitary confinement up to his point is also too much.
It's like we don't know what happens after we die, so we're already sending them into an uncertainty.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe, I know, but I don't.
Yeah.
So it's like
I just don't.
You're already sending them into that uncertainty. Why the freak would you make their last moments on Earth as miserable as possible?
I mean, yeah, like Hitler was a bad dude, but like, I don't know.
You're kind of a bad dude, maybe not equally, but if you put him through that kind of badness,
Hitler is worse. But also, do we have to stoop to that level?
It's certainly not good, I figure, for the people that are actually doing the torture.
Yeah.
Psychologically or morally, I don't think it puts them in a good place, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say, the only way I would justify putting Hitler through buried alive stuff is if the people in the internment camps forced him into it, and that would be karma. And that would be okay.
Right.
But I, myself, would not do that to anybody.
I would bury him alive if he was a Vestal Virgin. That was celibacy.
That was ridiculous.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess I kind of get I'm not saying it's justified. I'm not saying they should do it. But it makes more sense to me now. Well, because they all believe in this God, and they're like, they deserve our utmost devotion. And these people chose to serve. And this is like your one freaking requirement is that you don't boink.
Yeah.
Period. Because that's what the God's all about. And you broke that. After choosing to serve.
I don't know the backstory.
I don't either. I assume they chose.
Were they raped?
I doubt that's the case.
If that was the case, then they would probably still get buried alive anyway, because they were like, oh, sorry, our fancy toy just got boinked, and now we're just going to put him in the ground.
You know what? I take it back. What? They were unlike any other public priesthood. They were chosen before puberty. Freed from any legal ties and obligations to their birth family, and enrolled in Vesta's priestly college of 6 priestesses.
Do they get to choose, or they were chosen?
It seems like they were chosen, so I take back what I said.
So you just chose a random person, be like, hey, you're going to be pure forever.
Yeah.
What an awful life.
Oh, actually, Vesta's acolytes vowed to serve her for at least 30 years, to study and practice her rites in service of the Roman state, and to maintain their chastity throughout. Only 30 years? So, listen,
years.
Stick it out for 30 years. You come out of it with magic and a story to tell. Okay?
Magic?
Yeah. They made it past 30 as a virgin.
People died by 30 back then. All the time.
Not in Rome. They were good.
Yeah,
they had aqueducts.
That was a good solid 8 years of relaxation before they died from cholera.
Mutton and aqueducts. They had it made.
God.
Right? Right.
I'm putting that as an 8.
Right, guys?
I'm putting that as an 8. That's equal to boiling to me.
Buried alive? I agree. Give me an 8.
Copycat, meow, 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 hiss, purr.
I mean, I think I would try to break out, by the way.
Yeah, which would fail.
You think? It's, as far as I know, it's
been
done.
This isn't Kill Bill. Mythbusters couldn't do it, I don't think.
Well, and here's the other thing. If you do break through and the dirt falls onto your face, you'll just suffocate a lot faster. That's better than just staying down there and, you'll die quicker that way at least.
I don't think I'd want to die quicker.
If it's hardwood, you might have trouble breaking out. You'd have to be pretty physically impressive.
And it's also when you're down there,
you have no space.
No space to punch it.
Yeah.
But it's also completely dark. That's another thing people don't remember. It's pitch black down
I'm not
there.
scared of dark.
I'm scared of the dark when I'm stuck in a coffin.
Knowing
that there's no way out.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be scared of the darkness. If that makes sense. I'd be scared of the fact that I can't really move.
Yeah.
Ugh. Especially with how fat I am. Laying on my back for that long, it really starts to hurt my lower back. So I would just, listen. Some people may not understand. Mm-hmm. I'm a 260-pound man, and I got a fat A. I mean, I got a dump truck.
Yeah.
Garrett can vouch.
If Trenton had OnlyFans, he would be in the top 10%.
I would be a top earner.
Yeah.
It is a bubble butt,
yeah,
as they say.
He'd be a top and a bottom at the same time.
It is very impressive. But the problem with that is when I'm laying on my back, it is so large that it really pushes my back in a weird position. So I have to constantly reposition myself so my lower back just doesn't give out.
Yeah.
That's why I usually lay on my side. But, yeah. I need to lose some weight. I understand that.
Well, why would you lose your weight? You have the perfect ass.
Yeah, well, think about how tight and toned it'll be when I start exercising.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's so juicy now.
It is juicy.
Baka.
It's juicy. Juicy, you sushi. I don't even know what I'm saying. Stop thinking about my butt. Quit it.
I'm sorry. I can't. It's right there.
It's okay, buddy.
Just thinking about it. Moving.
I twerk in the mirror every time I take a shower.
Is that true?
No.
Dang. My fanfic was wrong.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Death by burning,
Okay.
also known as immolation,
Kind of mid, but keep going.
is an execution, murder, or suicide method involving combustion or exposure to extreme heat. It has a long history as a form of public capital punishment, and many societies have employed it as a punishment for and warning against crimes such as treason, heresy, and witchcraft.
Damn, they did it publicly?
The best known execution of this type is burning at the stake. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking like modern day stuff.
Now, where the condemned is bound to a large wooden stake and a fire lit beneath.
Burning at the stake, man. Like,
Yeah, it's rough.
why would anyone want to see that, you know? Why would anyone want to see that? Because it's ugly, you know? It's ugly.
Oh.
What?
They talk about the... okay. In the process of being burned to death, the body experiences burns to exposed tissue, changes in content and distribution of body fluid, fixation of tissue, and shrinkage, especially of the skin. Internal organs may be shrunken due to fluid loss. Shrinkage and contraction of the muscles may cause joints to flex, and the body to adapt the pugilistic stance, boxer stance. With the elbows and knees flexed and the fists clenched, shrinkage of the skin around the neck may be severe enough to strangle a victim.
Whoa.
What?
So the flames don't kill you. The suffocation would.
Fluid shifts, especially in the skull and in the hollow organs of the abdomen, can cause pseudo-hemorrhages in the form of heat hematomas. The organic matter of the body may be consumed as fuel by a fire. The cause of death is frequently determined by the respiratory tract, where edema or bleeding of mucous membranes and patchy or vesicular detachment of the mucosa may be indicative of inhalation of hot gases. Complete cremation is only achieved under extreme circumstances. So yeah, you usually just end up a charred black lump.
The thing is, right?
You're not going to turn to dust unless you're in like a high-powered furnace.
I just don't like the
Or ash.
I don't like the imagery of burning.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, like imagine like people when they show this in movies, right? It's usually like a scene where they show it and the people look perfect while they're burning alive for a while, and then it cuts away or something. But like to see the process between the fire to the decay and then the skeleton it leaves behind.
Really reminds you of Nice Grill.
It does.
It's a nice grill.
It would be so bad to watch.
It would. It would be unpleasant, I would say.
Yeah, it would be terrible to die from it. I would not want to die from that way, but when I'm going through what I think is a better form of torture, I think, same with acid attack, it's such a barbaric way of doing it, you know?
Oh, I think this one's pretty bad.
I'm
I've heard that the fire
I'm gonna go
burns...
7 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Like, burning at the stake, they don't just douse you in gas and light you on fire. If they do that, apparently your nerves get burnt through pretty quick. But with the burning at the stake, the fire is slowly creeping up the logs below your feet. So it is a slow, like... It's like being put in a freaking crock pot.
Yeah, I went up to 9.
Yeah.
Because I have to remember that it's not instantaneous. It has to slowly build and work its way up to kill your nerves.
Yeah.
I did 9. That's my highest.
Oh.
Birding.
What is that? Bemming?
That's buried or alive.
Is that an M?
And that is burning.
You know, I don't need to critique your writing. Yeah.
I'm not trying.
It's okay, man. The amount of pain experienced is greatest at the beginning of the burning process before the flame burns the nerves, after which the skin does not hurt. Many victims die quickly from suffocation as hot gases damage the respiratory tract. Those who survive the burning frequently die within days as the lungs' alveoli fill with fluid and the victim dies of pulmonary edema.
Oh my god, imagine surviving that.
I wouldn't like to.
Wouldn't want to do that. Listen, if you did that, if you survived, man, that is nature being cruel.
I don't think I'm going to go 9 because they make a good point with the burning at the stake. It is slow, but you probably will get knocked out just from breathing in the gases.
Yeah.
Dang. I guess I'll put it at an 8 as well. Oh, but the anticipation.
Yeah. Psychologically, it's still a slow build.
These are all rough, guys.
Yeah, we're only on the B's.
You're
halfway through.
There's just times where I see, I've seen some gnarly videos, of people getting executed in different ways, and it's like, if I got caught by people that I thought might even potentially, execute me in some way, I would just die fighting,
Yeah.
I wouldn't just sit there and wait for them to do it. I would be struggling the whole freaking time, and they'd have to run me through with their daggum machete.
I like to assume that they're struggling at some point.
I've seen the videos. They don't struggle. I don't know why.
You've
Maybe
seen
they
videos
have...
of people burning alive?
Yes.
Why?
I didn't ask for it.
Someone said, hey, look at this.
Well, yes. I mean, yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, a little bit.
People are sick.
A little bit. I didn't watch the whole thing. But, yeah, I wouldn't...
But I did have a smile on my face the entire time.
No, jeez, don't even say that. Listen, we can joke about your staple wife, but don't joke.
Yeah. You were clapping your hands going, oh, whoa.
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 Burnt.
And he said, that's a cool effect.
Blood eagle.
Wait. 8?
Yeah, I'll say 8.
What the freak is a blood eagle? Trent, what's a blood eagle? You can't keep me in the dark. What's a blood eagle? Okay, making me nervous, bud.
The blood eagle was a method of ritually executing a chosen member, as detailed in late skaldic poetry. According to the 2 instances mentioned in the sagas, the victims, in both cases member of royal families, were placed in a prone position, their ribs severed from the spine with a sharp tool, and their lungs pulled through the opening to create a pair of wings. There's been continuing debate about whether the rite was a literary invention, a mistranslation of the original text, or an authentic historical practice.
Oh, so it's completely up in the air whether that was a thing. Were they alive when they did it?
Yeah. Detail from Stora Hammars 1. Sweden shows a man lying on his belly with another man using a weapon on his back. Note the triangular Valknut symbol above, which is theorized to represent an ecstatic state. So they did it with glee.
It's creepy.
Oh, the rib severed from the spine with a sharp tool. Oh, that's bad. It's pretty bad. I don't think you die that fast.
So
I thought they severed the spine. No, it's saying that they cut down the spine either side, sever the rib,
yeah.
and then they reach in, grab the lungs, and pull them out.
So I'm just thinking, right?
I guess you would die pretty fast.
Because humans, right? These are the same humans we are.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what led to them to do this? What led them? They were children. All these people who were doing this started as children. Playing with, sticks and playing games.
Yeah, but they didn't grow up in a freaking soft society where they fainted because they couldn't bring their lunchbox into the museum.
Yeah,
I'm not digging at anybody. I'm not targeting anybody with that.
I'm just saying it's so incredible that...
I'm just saying...
If this is real, why do they feel like they have to do this?
Oh, well, they were very violent. They literally grew up with a sword in their hand, fighting for anything. They didn't take it through negotiation. They killed for it. They fought all the time. And if somebody was, committed a crime or something, or they were whatever, they made an example of them.
Yeah.
They didn't just kill them. They didn't punish them.
See, the thing is, that made sense. This one is volunteer. You people volunteer for this.
No.
No?
No, you don't volunteer for it. It says it's the victims. It's executing a member. It's executing somebody.
Oh.
It is a punishment. It was just done by two royal people.
Oh,
Because
I heard that wrong. I thought you said it was a volunteer thing.
No.
No, they were selected to do this?
Yeah, they were execution victims. Like they did something wrong, like it was a coup or something like that, and they killed the royal family with Blood Eagle.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's a little more justified. I thought this was like a volunteer thing.
Frick no.
For like a ritual.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, so that's what you were confused about. No, definitely not volunteer. Next one is bone.
You gotta vote.
Oh yeah, right. I don't think this one's that bad.
There's no way you can survive it though.
No, there's no way you're going to survive.
I think no matter what, a 5 is a good one for...
I think it's a 6.
You will die from this if you're a 5 or above.
I'll say a 6.
Okay. So far the least threatening one is foot spanking.
That's surprising. I thought it would be high up the list. I thought this staple was going to get it.
These freaking snowflakes, and they don't like they're burning alive, but they are completely okay with foot spanking.
Yeah, freaking losers. Bone fracture.
Weak.
This shit... Okay, yeah, this isn't... Okay, so we don't need to read about that. Bone breaking. It's literally just breaking bones.
I mean, that would suck. I wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't bone breaking. Let's assume somebody just takes your arm and just goes...
I would hate it.
It's just breaking your bone in different locations.
Absolutely would not be a fan.
Or what if they just keep doing it until you die?
That would take a while.
Take a while. It's pretty bad. Well, you'd have a lot of internal bleeding depending on how they break it.
That just says bone breaking, right? It didn't say bone breaking until you die. It's breaking some bones.
Okay, just as a torture method, you survive it?
Yeah. So I would hate it.
Doesn't sound great.
I give it a 3.
I get really squeamish when I imagine somebody breaking my fingers.
I would scream so loud. I would be so
I would
upset.
much prefer they break my arm than my fingers.
Yeah, same actually.
I really don't I don't like it.
I don't like my fingers or toes being broken.
I don't like it. Yeah, it's not a fan.
But I'm gonna go with a 3.
A 3? You are lying to me right now.
5 would kill me. I would hate.
Don't think about it. It's worst to go through.
I don't want to go through it. I'll go 4. I'm very adamant of what will kill me, and this will not kill me.
Okay,
so I'm going to go 4.
I'll agree with you. I'll also put it at 4.
If someone just broke my arm, and that's all the punishment. It would suck, but at least I know I'm going to get out of it.
Here's one: bamboo torture.
Ooh, like a kendo stick?
No, you've heard of this?
Bamboo torture.
You watch MythBusters?
I do, but I don't remember this.
Bamboo torture is a form of torture and execution where a bamboo shoot grows through the body of the victim and is reported to have been used in East and South Asian countries such as China, India, and especially Japan, but without reliable evidence.
Did they put the body over like a pod or something and just waited until it went through them?
A Madras civilian in his travel description from 1820s India referred to this use of bamboo as a well-known punishment in Kalen. The use of live trees impaling people as they grow was recorded in the 19th century when the Siamese used nipa palm sprouts in the same way as bamboo torture on the Malays during the 1821 Siamese invasion of Kedah, among other punishments.
So how would they do it?
After World War II, stories circulated of Japanese soldiers inflicting bamboo torture upon Allied prisoners of war, securely tying the victim in place above a young bamboo shoot. Over several days, the sharp, fast-growing shoot would first puncture, then completely penetrate the victim's body, eventually emerging through the other side. In her Hakka memoir, Chinese poet and author Wen Ping-chin mentions the bamboo torture as one of the tortures that locals believe the Japanese performed on prisoners. MythBusters did... the cast of the TV program MythBusters did investigate in a 2008 episode and found that a bamboo shoot can penetrate through several inches of ballistic gelatin in 3 days.
Huh?
For research purposes, ballistic gelatin is considered comparable to human flesh, and the experiment thus supported the viability of this form of torture, though not its historical accuracy.
Okay.
I would not put it past the Japanese. I love Japan. Big weeaboo, big fan of Japan. I like a lot of what they do. They were animals. back in the day. Oh yeah, they were bad. Do you have any idea how bad Japanese internment camps were?
No idea.
You thought the Germans were bad. Fricker,
No idea.
if one of our people got captured, they were praying to go to the Nazis' punishment camps. The survival rate in the Nazi camps was like 50%.
Yeah.
Like half of them survived. The Japanese camps, like 80% died.
Oh my god.
Like 90% died. Like, you were very unlikely to live, and if you did live, you came out a whole lot worse on the other end. Like, they would torture the freak out of people. Like, yeah.
It's kind of interesting how Japan got the best end of the stick. Well, they didn't start it.
Well, they were like a warrior honor society kind of situation, like very samurai-esque, you know. So it's like enemies deserved whatever you gave them, you know.
Yeah. I hate this one.
I mean, they were literally a society in which people would volunteer to kamikaze into buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Into place, they would willingly kill themselves to kill other people.
Man, I don't know why, but I hate this more than all the other ones.
Why? It would not be that bad. You'd get used to it.
It's something, just the visual of seeing that really bothers me.
I mean, it's very gradual.
Yeah, it's very gradual, doing nothing but... It's like being buried alive, right? But instead of just like, you know you're going to die, but being buried alive, even though it sucks, it can last longer than that, you don't have a gigantic spike getting slowly bigger, stabbing through you. So I think it's worse than being buried alive. Burning alive does not have the same spectacle as bamboo torture does, and it would be over faster. Burning alive would be over faster. I think this is the worst one so far. But I think I'll put it equal to burning. I'm gonna put that as a 9.
Jeez, dude.
I do not want this to happen to me.
I mean, it's not that thick, and it does happen over a period of time, so I think your body would acclimate in a way. It wouldn't be near as much of a pain shot as even just breaking a bone.
Yeah,
because your body would react viscerally to something like that happening, whereas this, it's like, it'd hurt, but it's not happening all at once. It's happening slowly over time.
Yeah, it's like the same pain as a crucifixion, but the torture will get worse throughout. Like you're starving, you're sleep deprived.
Well, I don't even know if I'd go that far. Crucifixions, you have to get breaths because of the way they hang you. Yeah. You can't breathe, so you have to pull up on your skin, on your nails and stuff. Yeah. And take a breath and then go back down, and you're hanging from freaking nails in your skin. You're still getting stabbed through the skin like the bamboo, except you're also suffocating the whole time, trying to stay alive just desperately.
Well, the wonderful thing about the bamboo thing is you can do whatever you want while you're doing it.
Exactly. You can sing a song.
You get suffocated.
The bamboo, you're just sitting there and waiting. You know? I'll say 4.
4? Damn.
I would be about as afraid of that as the bone breaking. If I knew it was going to kill me, I'll put it at a 5.
I thought the point of this was to kill you.
Oh, it's torture. I guess it depends on where it goes through you.
Or were they just going to cut them off and be like, okay, you're good?
I don't know.
Are they going to do that? No, I think the intent was to leave them with it. Leave them there.
Oh.
I think that's the intention.
Okay, put it at a 5.
What the fuck? You're insane.
I'd still prefer that.
No!
Pebbles, no!
Off the table, boy. Off the table.
Aw, he doesn't want to.
Off the table.
Pebbles, we are so kind to you, and he still comes over and tries to step on the keyboard. Bad boy.
Off the table.
He'll learn.
He won't.
He's in his rebellious phase.
It's been lasting since he was born.
Yeah. Okay, well, we got through that. Okay, let's see what's next. Birching! I think I've heard of this.
I have no idea what this is.
I think it's... You'll see. Yeah, is a form of corporal punishment with a birch rod, typically applied to the recipient's bare buttocks, although occasionally to the back and or shoulders. It's just a whipping with a branch.
Oh, like caning.
Well, not a caning, it's a branch. A cane is a thick piece of sturdy wood. The branch, leaves lacerations.
This would suck, but not as much as
It does.
breaking a
It
bone.
won't kill you, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
I would prefer this over the bones.
3. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Might even go down to a 2.
I'm going 2. I'm going 2.
I'll also go 2. Because they're definitely not going to kill you. That is not their intention.
It's going to suck.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
It'll hurt a lot. It'll sting like crazy, but... Branding.
Uh.
There we got it. Gross.
But still.
It's the process by which a mark, usually human branding or stigmatizing, is a process by which a mark, usually a symbol or ornamental pattern, is burned into the skin of a living person, with the intention that the resulting scar makes it permanent. This is performed using a hot or very cold branding iron, therefore uses the physical techniques of livestock branding on a human, either with consent as a form of body modification, or under coercion as a punishment, or to identify an enslaved, oppressed, or otherwise controlled person. May also be practiced as a rite of passage. Put your, college fraternity on your chest.
Okay, so branding...
It's not going to kill you.
It's not going to kill you. If we're talking about specifically the pain of it, it's that's a thing. Psychological torture, though, that can be a lot more, depending on the context and when you got it.
Are they just going to continue? If they're just giving me one brand,
yeah,
I say a 3. I still think it's below the breaking the bone torture.
Yeah,
because they're trying to mark you for one reason or the other.
Yeah, I'm going to go specifically...
The breaking bones is meant to inflict pain.
Yeah, I'm going specifically for the pain of this. I'm going with a 2. But the mental thing,
I think it'll hurt quite a bit more than the whipping. I think I'd prefer the whipping any day.
I think this would still be a 2, though. I mean, I'm just thinking it's going to be a quick pain. Like getting a tattoo, it's going to suck.
Well, it'll continue to burn.
Yeah, it will continue to burn for a little bit afterwards. But people still brand themselves now as like an artist.
When's the last time you've gotten a bad burn?
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
It lasts. I mean, it doesn't just last for a little while. It'll continue to burn for...
I'm still going with a 2 for the torture, but you going 3?
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
I'd say 3. It is just one spot, to be fair, instead of like your whole back, but yeah. I'll still go 3.
Depends on how big that brand is, boy.
I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. Boys, cover your ears. Castration is any action.
Oh, that sucks.
Castration is any action, surgical, chemical, or otherwise, by which an individual loses use of the testicles. Why is there a picture?
What?
It's just a painting.
Okay.
It's actually kind of funny.
The guy's happy about it.
I'm getting castrated. He does seem awfully jolly about it, doesn't he?
My bits! My bits, no!
You ever seen... Okay. They seem to be talking about it. Their prevention of crime, torture and war crimes. Here we go. That's a real picture. Why did you do that, Wikipedia? Oh my God.
That's graphic.
It's really graphic.
That's
Wikipedia.
so graphic.
What the freak is wrong with these people? Dude, I'm gonna freaking yak. I'm gonna freaking yarts.
Oh, why?
Dude, oh my freaking jeez. And they're just standing over him. Like a freaking... Leave the man in peace!
He does look a little chill, though. He looks pretty chill about it, in a way. Like,
freaking...
Listen, Wikipedia, you're already describing someone getting the testicles freaking chopped off. You don't need to show it. We know it's bad.
Castration and other forms of male genital mutilation have been practiced against enemy soldiers and civilians from ancient times to the 21st century. Sometimes it's practiced against living boys and men, and other times against corpses. Well, that wouldn't be so bad. I'd much prefer that.
I mean, I'm dead. I mean...
I'm die. Go ahead, castrate. The castration...
I got no use for him.
The castration of defeated enemies and the taking of body parts as trophies were traditional in Ethiopia. And Ethiopian forces practiced castration and emasculation during the Second Italo-Ethiopian War between 1935 and 1937. Italian aviator Tito Miniti was allegedly one victim of this. That poor guy.
Oh my god.
During the Mau Mau uprising, there were instances of British security forces castrating Kenyan detainees in internment camps.
Man.
Oh, that's rough.
Like, man.
Oh no!
And wait! There's
no!
more! What is this?
A video released during the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine
No? What?
appeared to show Russian soldiers castrating a Ukrainian captive with a box cutter.
Oh, that's right.
Mama, no!
Oh, God. God. God.
What the fudge?
God. Oh.
Oh! No! Now it's showing me doing to a horse. Why are you doing it? He's pulling the testicles out of the sack. He got it open. He's picking them like apples. My balls. My boys. My little soldiers.
Those are my horse testicles.
No, those are my testicles. Get your own. Put them back. Yeah, I don't like this one. It is making me kind of sick. Don't do it again. Stop. You gotta get off the ground, man. You're gonna throw up.
Everything just feels safer down here.
It really does, doesn't it? I don't want to be up here.
Like the thing is, like that deprives you of one of the
It
things
sure
that
does.
makes life like special. You know. Imagine, Trenton, if you could not get your waxed off once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just going to the bathroom just becomes a difficult challenge. You know?
Yeah, you gotta pee out of
Hole.
who knows how many holes. You're like a freaking you're like a
Why did you
daggum
say
strainer
that?
basket. Look how happy.
That's nothing to me. He does look so happy about it.
Dude, I mean look at him and tell me that's not a two.
So we're saying one, right? So we're saying one for castration.
I think I'd rather be burned alive.
Because unlike branding, like it's like a pain you will feel for the rest of your life. Like this is really bad. This is worth lifetime in prison. You know.
Yeah, this one's rough.
Would you rather be castrated but you're a free man, or would you like to spend the rest of your life in prison?
Are the men pretty
Sometimes.
in the prison?
It's a crapshoot, man. Crapshoot.
Do I get to be free among the pretty women, or do I get to be fully functional among the pretty men? You're right, it is a tough decision.
Yeah, see, like that's the thing, man.
I don't know, dude. I really don't like this one. I think I'd prefer to die. I'm not saying I'm not saying getting my jollies off is more important to me than my life. It's just like...
Just you will never be truly happy, I don't think.
I think you can. You can be happy. There's plenty of people that are completely celibate and happy.
I mean, not that. I'm just talking about like, going to the bathroom, the medical,
Always
problems.
thinking about, you're...
Always thinking about that one moment every single time you change your clothes. The fact that someone stripped you down and cut it off.
Please stop. I'm going to throw up again.
Yeah, it's like... That's like a thing. It's like the brand times 1,000.
Yeah, it really is.
And like...
What are our other scores? Bamboo torture was a 9 for you. What was my highest score? Boiling, burning alive, and burying were all 8s for me. I think I want to move all them down to a 7 and put this at an 8. Can I put the...
You want to go to 9?
Let's go ahead. Okay, I'll go ahead and put this at a 9.
I'm putting this one at a 7.
Ah, shoot. No. Burning alive, burying alive. Put it at an 8.
It's tied.
At least I'm not dead.
Think about you could spend all that time you were spending all that time jacking off, spending all the time with the Lord, you know?
That's right. I've become a much more rounded man, I'd bet.
You'd be spherical.
Right. Cement shoes.
Like the mafia men do.
Cement...
Hey, yeah.
Cement shoes, concrete shoes, or Chicago overcoat.
Remember that?
Virginian overcoat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is a method of murder or body disposal, usually associated with criminals such as the mafia or gangs. It involves weighing down the victim, who may be dead or alive, with concrete and throwing them into water in the hope the body will never be found. That's easy.
4.
4. Yeah. I put bone breaking at 4. I don't want to die. Yeah, I'll put it at a 4.
I mean, I don't want to die, and I did say 5. You will die.
I'll go ahead and put it at a 4, because I don't think drowning is the worst way to die.
Out of all of these, right now, I'd rather die from cement shoes than be castrated.
From what I understand, when you're drowning, it's definitely like... From what I have heard, scientists say it's like... You really struggle to breathe. Anybody that's stayed underwater for a long time knows that feeling of you really want to come up for air. But the moment you can't hold it anymore...
Yeah, it's calm.
You instantly pass out, and it doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah, because it fills up your lungs, it like immediately just goes, and then
you're out.
Yeah, everything's gone
Immediately. So it's just it's
so as
dang
long,
near peaceful, really.
If you have
you're not dead when you pass out, but you won't feel it anymore. So
listen, if you have the cement shoes on, the main thing you need to do is don't struggle.
Yeah, just let it happen. And in fact, if you can breathe in, if you have the willpower to just breathe in as soon as you hit...
Yeah, that is more of a F you to the people who are killing you. The fact that you're not suffering.
Yeah, just look back up at them and just sit.
Yeah.
They'd be like, Yeah, that one's not bad. Chinese water torture.
Oh.
You've heard of this?
Yes, this is waterboarding, right?
No, not quite. It's much less visceral than that. Chinese water torture, it's psychological, really. Or a dripping machine is a mentally painful process in which cold water is slowly dropped onto the scalp, forehead, or face for a prolonged period of time. The process causes fear and mental deterioration in the subject. The pattern of the drops is also irregular, and the cold sensation jarring, which causes anxiety as a person tries to anticipate the next drip. This form of torture was first described by Hippolytus de Marsilius in Italy in the 15th or 16th century.
I'm just trying to think of how bad it could do. It's not physical pain; it's mental pain.
Mythbusters has an episode on this.
How long are they subjected to it?
Like days. A long period of time. Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, the Mythbusters, they did it. They were going freaking crazy within like a couple hours. Like they were begging to get out.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's just like it is jarring. It's like you can't get away from it. You're literally stuck right there, and it just keeps dropping onto your head. The feeling is not good, but it's also just irregular. You can't time it, and it's just I don't know. It's just. I see why it can degrade you over time, especially because you're just stuck there.
It's annoying.
Yeah, but more than that. You want to try it one of these days?
I mean...
You want to do it for a video?
I would do that, yeah.
I'd put you through it.
With a friend.
I would do it with you. You want to see who cracks first?
I would. Because I did waterboarding, and I got it immediately. Like, doing that for a long time.
Yeah, scary.
Is terrifying because you are like the feeling that you're suffocating when you're not.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just enough to make you feel like you're going to die constantly.
Yeah.
Doing that for like a day would be insane.
Yeah. Have we ever said your YouTube channel on here?
We don't need to.
You don't want that known?
Make it a challenge.
You gotta find it. But tune in if you can find his YouTube channel. We'll be doing Chinese water torture.
We would have to find the perfect thing to compare it to. It would have to be an album where we were listening to. It's like, this sounds terrible. And to prove how terrible it sounds, I'm going to compare doing this to how long this is to this long of doing Chinese water torture.
It would have to be ice water. We just get a bucket, like here. That's what that looks like.
Oh, whoa!
So you just get a bucket, get a hole in it just big enough for the water to well up and drop. Mm-hmm. Line it up right above our foreheads to where we can't move, and then just see who can last longer. And as people are continually adding like ice and water to the bucket.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty scary, but as long as I can get out whenever I want, it's much less frightening.
Well, I think you would have to. It would have to.
Have to last for at least an hour. After that, it's whoever can go longer.
Yeah. I'd do that.
I'd do it.
So if we're willing to do it, I mean, I guess that makes it a 1. This is like torture. We're willing.
It's potential. It's a fun, sprightly beat.
Doesn't work. Okay, that's all the ones we got. We were able to.
How about this one? Cigarette burns. Well, I tried.
Okay.
I've been burnt by a cigarette.
Okay, let's see here. So let's go through this and see what is the worst one for both of us.
I think castration was equal to burying alive, burning, and
okay. So
boiling.
Burning is the worst one. Burning is the worst one.
Didn't you rate burying alive as worse?
Burning is a 9 for me. Burning 9, and you put 8.
Burning was a 9 for you?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're burning your wife.
All right. So wait. I'll be right back. Start doing the outro.
I hope everybody sleeps well tonight. Don't think about the castration. If you're a woman, lucky you, I guess. I mean, I'm sure you have bits that would be unfortunate to be cut off. Yeah. I don't know, maybe not equal, maybe equal. I don't know. It kind of sucked to get anything cut off of you. You know, I'm not sexist here. I would say men and women equally. We both have things. I think I can say this in all, with complete seriousness, and everybody will agree. We all have something we don't want cut off. There's the fire.
All right, did you do the links?
No. If you would like
take
to,
a while.
Yeah, it's
a small lighter.
It is a Bic versus metal.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get to us
you can,
on Twitter.
Igyapod on Twitter.
Or you can send us an email at
I'll give you an hour at gmail.com.
Yeah. It's starting to smell kind of weird.
Oh, stop that.
Yeah.
Don't do that anymore. What the freak is that?
It's my wife. I would like you to address her as such while I burn her.
That's just the metal. Don't do it anymore. I don't know.
Torture her. Torture her.
We'll kill her later.
Anyway, thank you.
Didn't you say you didn't want it traced? You think they're going to see burning alive as a natural death?
She
committed suicide.
Hey, she's clumsy.
She committed suicide. 3 bullets to the back of the head.
She's clumsy.
She's clumsy.
Anyway,
she's trying so hard.
We'll talk to you in another week. Another week.
We love you. Don't look up the Wikipedia article on castration.
Don't do it.
Those freaks.
Don't do it. Let me kill her. Let me kill her.
No.